Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Parton. I am the Discovery and Access Librarian here at the Borum Library at the University of Arkansas, Fort Smith. And in this video, I'm going to go over three main topics. First is going to be my information and how I can help you throughout the semester and your time at UFAS. Number two, I'll go over navigating the library website and what we have available for you. And number three, I'm going to do a brief example of searching by a subject-specific database if you're looking for research articles. So, as I said, I'm starting with my information. So once again, my name is Andrea Parton. My official title is Discovery and Access Librarian. And what that means is that I do all of our cataloging and metadata work. And I am also the system administrator for our library management system, which is called World Share Management Services. And the reason I'm sharing this video with you today is that I am the subject liaison for the departments of education, psychology, social work, sociology, and criminal justice. So, what does that mean? That means if you're majoring in any of those areas, I am here to help you with any questions you might have about the research process, using library resources, or really just anything. If it's something I don't know about, I can help you find the person who does know about it. But my main areas that I'll be able to help you with are looking at specific assignments. If you're struggling with an assignment in a course related to one of my disciplines, you can come to me and show me the assignment and what you're struggling with, and I'll do my best to walk you through it and help you break it down and decide next steps with it. I can help you review time management and prioritization strategies. So some basic college success type information. I can help you conduct field-related research, of course, so I can take a deeper dive into the subject-specific databases that I'm going to be showing you a brief preview of today. And I can also discuss subject resources and search strategies with you as we're looking through those databases and articles. And I can also help you use citation management tools for those references. So there are several ways that you can get an appointment with me, get some time with me, either face-to-face or remotely if you need to do it that way. You can scan this QR code, and that is actually going to take you to the library's appointment booking form. So that form, you can request an appointment with any librarian on campus. So it's not a link specific to me, but you can request an appointment with me through that link. Alternatively, you can reach out to my campus email. That's my first name and my last name. So andrea.parton@uafs.edu. You can just drop by my office in the Borum Library, room 139. Anytime I'm there, I usually keep my main office light off, but whenever I'm here, I turn on a little flashing wax warmer that has little lights on it that shows you that I'm here in my office, even though it's a little bit dark. And anytime I'm in here, you can knock on the door, come on in. If I have something that's coming up, I'll let you know that, I have a time constraint, but you can just pop in and say, hey, I need some help with research or databases or an assignment, or I just need to vent about some issue that I'm having with a class, anything. I'm here to support you. So you can also call my office phone. So my extension on campus is 7206. So whatever method is most comfortable for you, do not hesitate to reach out to me anytime you're struggling with anything on campus. I will do my best to help connect you with the resources that you need. That will lead us to the second part of my presentation. So I'm going to change what I'm sharing with you. And we are going to take a look at the library's webpage. So, I like to keep my homepage on campus set to my.uafs.edu because it has a lot of the most commonly used campus resources all in one central place for me to access. So I find it really convenient to just start there. I can click quickly to my email and from there go quickly to my calendar. Anyway, so uh, the first time you go to the library website, you can come from this page, come over to your quick links on the left and expand academics. They're in alphabetical order. So come down here to the Borum Library, click that, and that'll take you to the library's homepage. So there are a few main places to look here. We have some tabs along the top that are for different types of information that you might be looking for. So you might be looking for information about conducting research, about the services that the library offers, about our collections that we have, information about us as a library and the people that work here, our hours that we're open. We always have, when you come to the homepage, the hours for the day that you're logged in are going to show right here. So it says hours today are 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. But if you need to know the hours for a different day, you can click over here and that will show you a more extended version of our hours. I'll just click on that real quick to show you, and it'll show, the current week and then our normal operating hours. And when we're in summer or maybe winter break, then those hours will be listed there as well. So let's go back to the landing page. You can also access your library account here. So this is where you're going to turn off and on email notifications for your account. So when you're and this is also how you would be accessing an interlibrary loan request is through your library account. In the middle of the page, we have our main search box. So that's going to be, like it says right here, searching everything that you can access through the library. So If you're doing a general or basic search, just getting started with some general topic information, and you're looking for a variety of different types of resources, that might be a place to start. Usually when I'm conducting research, I try to start more specifically, whether I'm looking for a peer-reviewed article, or sometimes some assignments will require you to use print books and or an ebook also. So if you need to have a book as a resource, you can search just the books that we provide access to, and that's going to include both print books that are in the library building as well as ebooks that you can access in our databases. Over here on the right side of the screen is our chat with a librarian. So whenever there is a librarian logged in to our lib chat, you can anonymously, if you want, pose a question to a librarian and give your contact info so that we can get back to you and answer your question the best that we can. Back to the left side of the screen, we've got some quick links. So these are going to be some of the most useful resources and services that we have for you. So we've got our databases, which I'll be showing you in just a minute. You can reserve a study room. Those are very popular. You can submit an interlibrary loan request. If you're looking for a specific resource that we don't have access to, you can submit a request and we can try to borrow that from another library. Depending on the availability of the resource, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get. So if you're wanting a physical book, that can take a week or two to ship to us. But if you're requesting an article, some libraries will lend articles, and those we can get in a much quicker time frame, like a day or two sometimes. So just because we don't subscribe to something doesn't mean you can't use our site to get access to it. Course reserves. So if you're in a class and your instructor tells you that the library has a copy of the text on reserve, you can ask for that at the circulation desk, and you can also go to course reserves here to check the availability of those items. Citing your sources is going to take you to a page with a lot of citation help. So we've got manuals of the different styles available in the library. So those are books that we have available for you in the library on the right side there. We've got on the left side here a list of different styles that we have resources for. So if you're looking for APA, we can look at this, and this has different links to different resources. The Purdue OWL, formatting an APA paper, and we have those resources for several different types of writing styles, as well as a link for the UFAS Writing Center, and some information about plagiarism as well. So back to the home page. As you scroll down, you'll find contact information for the library in general, our socials. If you want to follow us and see what we're up to, There's a form for giving us feedback. If you want to tell us how we're doing, what you think about any services or any anything that you'd like to see us doing or offering in the library, you can click there and let us know. And then at the bottom in the center is going to be some sort of news blurb. So right now it's about how we have automatic renewals. If you have checked something out at the library and it comes up to be due, it's going to automatically renew for you if you have a renewal available on that item instead of telling you to contact the library to renew. So that should make things a little more convenient for everybody. We have a link for the Pebley Center, our historical archive on campus. A link for you to schedule an appointment with a librarian. So that's the same link that I put in the QR code earlier. And then we also have a link to specific research guides, which will be helpful. Those are curated by librarians, and those are helpful resources in particular subject fields. That leads us to searching in these subject-specific databases. So I'm going to come over here to the left side quick links box and click on databases, which takes me to an A to Z list of all of the databases that we provide access to on campus. So you'll see there are 97 databases found. If you know the name of a specific database, you can click the first letter of the title of the database to quickly find it in the list. Or if you're not looking for a specific database, but you'd like to browse databases in a specific subject, you can come up here to this drop-down menu and look for the specific subject. So we're going to look at sociology. And that gives us a shorter list of databases, of course. And these are going to be databases that we expect to have useful resources for sociology research. So at the top, we have a highlighted box titled Best Bets. So these are the databases that we expect to be most useful for you. And then if you scroll down, you also have the option of an A to Z list of the possible databases to look through. So I'm going to come up here and we're going to look at Soc Index with full text. So each database you click on might look a little bit different at the landing page. Most of them are going to function pretty similarly. If you see that, if it looks like this, you're probably in an EBSCO database, but it will tell you up here which specific EBSCO database you are searching in. It defaults to an advanced search, so you have 3 different search boxes here that you can label in different ways, and you can switch to a basic search if you want to. I'm going to stick with the advanced search so that I can show you a little bit about separating out your keywords and working with Boolean terms. So in the first search box, you'll want to type in just one key term. So whatever research question you're working with, or instead of typing in a full question or a full statement, you'll want to extract the keywords from your research question or statement and just search for those key terms. So for example, you can see once I start typing something in, once I get to about 3 letters, it's going to start giving me some suggestions. So from here, these are all going to be terms that exist in this database and that there should be articles available about these terms. Some of them are going to be a list of like synonyms so that you can search for multiple terms at once. I'm going to click on group therapy. And over here, you can tell the database where you want to search for that term. So you can search for it in all fields, all text. If you're searching for an author by name, you can click author. If you want it in the title, you can click that. I'm going to click subject terms because I want it to be a subject term attached to the article that I'm looking for. For your next search term, you'll want to select your Boolean operator. So if you want to add another term that you want to see in all of your results, you'll use the Boolean term and. That's going to narrow your results from just looking for one term in that it's only going to give you results that have both the first term and the second term in them. If you select or, it's going to broaden your search in that it's going to search for any article with either the first search term or the second term in it. If you use not, this is to exclude a term. So maybe my results are turning up a lot about group therapy in children, and I want to focus on adults, so I could put not children or not adolescents. I'm going to start with a simple and group therapy and a second search term. So I said not children, but we're going to add that as our second search term instead. And you can see I could go ahead and do this big long string of synonyms if I wanted to. I'm just going to click on the simple children. I'll once again put it in subject terms. Instead of clicking on search immediately, I'm going to scroll down a little bit and look at these other options. I can limit my results to full text. I can limit to just peer reviewed. And depending on the database you're in, you'll have different options here, but full text and peer reviewed are usually what I want to click on. You can limit your publication date. So I want articles that are only from the past 10 years. You can limit by number of pages, and there will be several different options down here. If you want to only return things in the language that you understand, you can select your primary language there or additional languages if the research requires. Once you've played with your filters to your satisfaction, you click search, and this is going to give you your preliminary results. And it says my initial query did not yield any results. However, smart text searching results were found based on my query. So you can see that it automatically searched in a way that brought me results, even though it technically might not have. So you can play with your filters again. If you want to look at other subjects or a certain area, You can play with your filters as much as you want. I have 903 results, and that is a lot. So maybe I do want to filter down a little bit more. Let's look at geography. And we're going to focus on just the United States. So that limits us down much further to 64 results. And that's a much more manageable list of resources to start parsing through. So from here, we can start reading through the different titles of articles and thinking about different terms we might want to search for, as well as thinking about which ones sound like they might work for our research. So I'm going to go back up to the top. And when you find an article that sounds like it might be interesting, you can go to the access options to go directly to the full article, or you can click on the title, and typically if you scroll down, you'll be able to get to an abstract of the article. So that's going to be a summary of the article that's maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs, that's going to give you a good idea of what the article is about, and even the conclusions that the author came to, or authors. So that's your first step. Instead of, trying to read the entire article, read the abstract to determine if this is an article that might be useful and relevant for your topic. You have access options. You can go to a PDF or online. You can download it. Those options are over here too. You can click share to email it to yourself. There's also a cite option. This is really helpful to get your citation information in the proper format. So from here, you can select your citation style. There's MLA, there's Chicago. We're going to keep APA 7th edition, and that's going to be typically the proper formatting for your citation. Now you want to double check it, look in your manual, make sure that everything looks right, make sure the author's names are in the proper format and that the title isn't in all capital letters or anything like that. But typically it's going to look good here, and you can just copy and paste directly to your working bibliography. You always want to keep a working bibliography as you go of any articles that you're considering using or citing, just in case you change your mind later and you need to go back and see where you saw a specific piece of information. Keep a working bibliography, and then when you get to the point where you're actually using those resources, you can take them from there and put them in a references list. So that's everything that I wanted to show you about the library website and databases. I'm going to share my contact information one more time, just to remind you that you can reach out to me at any time. That you need help or have questions with anything about the library or campus resources. If I don't know the answer, I'll find the person who does and do my best to get you in touch. So come by and see me. Let me know if you need any help.